Well, good evening, guys. Well, good evening to me. It's about 5:30 in the evening right now, but um, it probably is a different time for my viewers. But I'm going to be playing some Minecraft today, and so I'm playing on PS4. Sometimes I'm going to be using the controller, but if you don't know already, you can connect a keyboard and mouse to your PS4. I mean, if you want to use it for Minecraft. I'm not sure if you can use it for other things or not, but I'll give you proof right now. I'm using my keyboard and mouse on my PS4 right now, but I'll give you proof that I'm on PS4, which is go to settings. You see, that's the PS4 controller right there. I am playing on PS4, but I can use my keyboard and mouse. So it's similar to PC gaming. I mean PC Minecraft, but just on PS4. Um, yeah, well, it's nighttime. I better go to bed. I customize my controls on my keyboard, and my keyboard's a little bit loud, cause well, yeah, it's a bit loud. Oh, come on, there's a villager in my bed. I'll just go upstairs. It's a bit loud because I'm using a mechanical keyboard. Oh, come on, get out of my bed. Get out. I have two beds in my house, and both of them had villagers in them. Okay, anyways. Good morning. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm recording this, at 5:30 well, it's 5:31 now, about 5:31 in the evening on Tuesday, September 1st, 2020. So, but I kind of just want to, so one of my interests in life is computers. So I probably just will talk about some stuff about Microsoft Windows. So I am um, I love Microsoft Windows. It's my favorite computer operating system. Um, okay, so I'm not necessarily against a Mac, like Apple, Mac, you know? Like, I'm not against using a Mac, but I prefer Windows. And no offense to people that like Chromebooks, but Chromebooks suck. They just straight up suck. And most colleges now, like colleges, they bought a whole bunch of Chromebooks, and then they found out that their software, their programs, won't run on Chromebooks because Chromebooks are just that crappy. So, so they wasted money on all those Chromebooks, and then just oh wait, I was gonna go over here. They wasted all that money on those Chromebooks, and then they find out that oh, our software will only run on Mac and Windows, so that sucks pretty bad. And y'all know that Minecraft doesn't run on Chromebooks unless you can actually get it to run on Chromebooks, but you have to go through a really rigorous process to actually get it to frickin' work. So maybe you might as well just not buy a Chromebook. If you want, I mean, Chromebooks are good for some things like running apps from Google. As you can hear my keyboard really well right now. But using apps from Google work really well on Chromebooks. But otherwise, I mean, Minecraft doesn't run real well, and they're pretty low-end computers. They don't run really fast, and so my two most favorite tech YouTubers are the legendary Linus Tech Tips and Austin Evans, which he's not necessarily he's not legendary status to me, like Linus Tech Tips is, but I mean Austin Evans is pretty out there, and he does some cool stuff with his YouTube channel. But yeah, I get up every morning and I just like to watch a little bit of some tech YouTubers. But and for back to Windows, if you don't like Mac and you're not opposed to Chromebooks like I am, I'm straight up opposed to Chromebooks. No offense to those people that like Chromebooks. You do you, but for my personal preference, I prefer to not use Chromebooks. Okay, the loudest part on my keyboard is my space bar. I have to use that to jump, and the space bar is so loud that it might overtake some of the other audio. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but it's currently raining outside my house right now, and my room is up against the back side of the house, so like, and I have these huge glass windows, so but yeah, we have a deck. I have a door in my room that goes to a deck, and so yeah, I can hear the rain. It was thunderstorming, and now it just turned to rain. How did I get how do I get back? I forgot how to get back. No. Yeah, I just found this mine shaft earlier today. Anyways, back to Windows. So, what I was saying was, if you don't like Mac, and you're not into Apple stuff, you're probably the person that has an Android cell phone, you know, most people don't even call them cell phones anymore, they just call them phones, but technically a phone is a landline phone, so I call them cell phones, just to be clear. But, oh, it's up this way, I forgot, I have to go back up this way. So, for those people, Windows is a great operating system for people who love Minecraft, and love Microsoft stuff, say they play on Xbox. Now, you can get PS4 stuff on Windows too. Okay, crap. I don't know how to get out of here. I'm sorry. Wait, I never saw this mob spawner. I gotta go in here. So like, yeah, Windows is just the all-around great operating system, and there's so many. Okay, that's not that good. I'll take some bread, I guess. Oh, redstone. Windows is the operating system that has a lot of apps going for it, and it has a lot of things in general going for it. And I'm a Windows user myself. Ooh, music discs. Perfect. I have a jukebox at my house. In Minecraft. So I just love. I'm a Windows user, and I do prefer to use Windows 10. I don't know. There's a lot of controversy about. I don't know if it's. I should call it controversy, but there's a lot of back and forth about what Windows operating system is truly the best. A lot of people say, oh, it's 100% the legend Windows XP. Well, actually, I have a Windows XP, like absolute tank of a Windows XP computer sitting right next to me. It's actually my dad's computer, but he never uses it, so I use it. But dang, how do I get back? Oh yeah, it's up here. I forgot. I'm so dumb sometimes. I'm just straight up dumb. But personally, if I were to say which Windows operating system is truly the best, I would say Windows 7 Ultimate. Windows 7 Ultimate is just straight up the best version of Windows. I grew up, my childhood, when I would get on the computer, I would use Windows 7. And now that, well, as of January 14th, 2020, Windows 7 is now dead. I say dead, but technically what really happened is the operating system is out of support. So that means no updates, no security updates, nothing. And so what that means, no security updates, that means that you're prone to getting viruses on your computer if your computer is still running Windows 7. So yeah, my childhood, when I would get, well, I'm still a child. I'm 13. But you know, my earlier childhood, when I would get on the computer, I'd use Windows 7, and I was so used to it. And then when Windows 8 came out in 2012, I really didn't use Windows 8 that much. But the only exception for that, I forgot where I was going. How did I get to the? I'm talking, and I don't know what I'm doing in Minecraft right now. I'm pretty much just, I'll explore up here. So, I didn't use Windows 8 that much when it came out in 2012, and then Windows 8.1 in 2013. But my grandpa, my dad's dad, has a Windows 8 computer, but technically it doesn't run Windows 8 anymore because I updated it to the latest version of Windows 10. But yeah, I would just, oh crap, I got stuck in a cobweb, didn't I? Let's see. Yeah, I just always use Windows 7, and then in 2015, as you might know, Windows 10 launched, and Windows 10 is a great operating system. I like it, but as of a couple years ago, 2018, people were starting to get rumors about, what is going to be the next Windows operating system, and I was wondering. I didn't wonder that back then, but when 2020 came around, I'm like, okay, it's been 5 years since Microsoft launched an operating system. What are they gonna do now? So that's what I asked myself, and yeah, it's right over here. Okay, I have to fall down here. Yeah, what's gonna be the next Windows operating system? And that hurt a little bit. It's the answer to that is what I thought the answer to that was. Windows. Originally, I thought they were skipping Windows 11 and they were going to do Windows 12. Well, it turned out I found out that Windows 12 was straight up an internet myth. So I'm like, okay, now we've debunked that Windows 12 is fake, and people have made prototypes of it that don't work for Microsoft. But I'm like, well, if it's not Windows 12, it has to be Windows 11, right? They're just gonna call it Windows 11 because Windows 11 comes after 10, of course. So that's what I assumed. So I googled, when does Windows 11 come out, and it said July 29th, 2020. So now it's September 1st, but back on July 29th, 2020, I got on my computer and I'm like, okay, let's update to Windows 11. I checked for updates and I was fully updated. The computer was fully updated to the latest version of Windows 10. So I checked for updates and it said no updates. And I'm like, well, if Windows 11 launched today, then I should be able to update to it. Well, then on July 30th, the next day, I got on Google and I said, when does Windows 11 come out? Because obviously it hasn't come out yet. So I went and Googled it and it said August 29th, 2020. And I'm like, well, now it's actually after August 29th. I'm just observing the whole Windows 11 thing because August 29th, so back in August 29th, I'm like, okay, it's either coming out today or it's not coming out. So I got on the computer and I'm like, okay, update to Windows 11. Got Windows updates, and nothing happened. So I have debunked that Windows 11 is in fact an internet myth. But there is a future of Windows, and it's not totally unknown. But as of now, Windows 11 and Windows 12 are both internet myths. You can technically update to them, but they're not any Microsoft products. It's people, like third-party people that just developed it and was trying to, you know, do something, but it's really just an internet myth. So you can download like a pirated, I don't know, whatever the heck it is, some type of version of Windows, but it's really not Windows. It's just something that some random person developed. So I don't really know what I want to do right now in Minecraft. I think I'll just go chop down some trees. So so right now most people are still using Windows 10. Well, here's the thing. Windows 10, well, there's two different stages. I'm actually going to use my controller. I'm tired of using the keyboard. Right now, I don't have my headset plugged in, and I have a PSVR, but I'm not using that. So I don't know where the microphone is. It's either on my PS camera or this controller. So hopefully it's not that loud. If it's on the controller, because I literally am holding the controller right now. But now I'm just going to use the controller. So yeah, most people are still using Windows 10. So when Windows 10 mainstream support ends this month, so it's not total support. It's still going to get security updates and just some updates, but feature updates it's not going to get anymore. And so, because usually 5 years, well, a little bit after 5 years, the operating system's been out. This is with most versions of Windows, that they end mainstream support. So you can still, 100%, you can still use your Windows 10 computer. But if you're, so in the future, in like 2025, if you're still using Windows 10, then you might want to update to whatever Windows is 5 years from now, but then mainstream support will end. So that means what I said happened to Windows 7, you're going to be prone to getting viruses on your computer. But that's in 2025. I mean, we got 5 years to see what the heck happens, but I really don't know what will, because a lot of people like Windows 10. But Windows 7, like I said, my favorite version of Windows is Windows 7. And so, do I have an X in these chests? My favorite version of Windows is Windows 7. So, but people liked Windows 7 so much that they used it for a really long time. And then when it went out of support, they're like, what the heck? And my computer is getting viruses on it. I mean, they don't automatically get viruses on them when the second it goes out of support. But, some people got viruses on their computer. I'm like, well, you might want to update if you're a smart person. I mean, most people would update like when Windows 10 came out. Actually, about half of the people did. But half the people and just stay with Windows 7. They're like, oh, we like Windows 7, and it's still getting updates and stuff, so why not just keep using Windows 7? Well, now that's a problem. So, some people like Windows 8 for some reason. Windows 8 absolutely sucks. I love Windows, but that's the worst version of Windows. So, what are you doing in my house? That's the worst version of Windows. So, but some people use Windows 8. Technically, okay, mainstream support for Windows 8 has ended like 2 years ago. But it's still supported in the extended support. So, like, Windows 10 will be in extended support phase by the end of this month. But I don't have shears or a shovel, so like as you'll see, I'll be using something other than an axe or a pickaxe to use as a shovel. But you know, I don't even remember what I was saying. But let's talk about the future of Windows already. I mean, for crying out loud, we've been talking about the past and some of the future, but the future of Windows is what. Okay, so if you have heard of Microsoft Surface Neo. Yes, Surface Neo. It looks like you could say it's a tablet, you could say it's a laptop. You can use it either way. It's basically it looks like a folding tablet in a way. I'd say it looks like, in my opinion, it looks like a laptop with like two screens. Instead of a keyboard and trackpad, it's just all screen, but it still folds. So, but you can actually use it as a laptop. You can buy a keyboard for it, but it has technically not launched yet. Microsoft Surface Neo should launch by the end. Why am I not chopping down trees? It should be launched by the end of this year, like what people are saying, holiday 2020, just like the PS5 and the Xbox Series X will launch holiday 2020. So that's when Microsoft Surface Neo is supposed to launch. But what's so interesting about the Surface Neo is that it will not be running Windows 10. So I'm like, what? So this is the key into the future of Windows. Because if it's not running Windows 10, they're not going to put an older version of Windows on there. So if it's not running Windows 10, what operating system is it running? Well, the answer to that is the operating system that this device will be running is called Windows 10X. I know it's got Windows 10 in the name, just add an X onto it, because you know how Microsoft is, especially Xbox. With Xbox, they get as many X's into the name as they possibly can. So I think that's where, because Microsoft apparently loves the letter X. So, I should be chopping down trees. When I talk sometimes and I do stuff, I'm more focused on talking, and I'm not focusing on what I'm doing. I'm just, my hands on the controller are kind of just on autopilot, and I'm not focusing on what I'm doing in Minecraft. Anyways, so, what I was saying is, that's Windows 10X. Windows 10X is launching with the Microsoft Surface Neo. Well, I'm super excited. But then I lost a little bit of excitement, because I currently do not have my own laptop. Well, I kind of do, but it's just an ancient relic of a fossil. It's a Windows 98 computer, which, that's my retro game laptop, but it can't get on the internet, so it's technically a piece of junk to most people, but the only thing I use it for is retro games. But anyways, I don't have my own modern laptop, I should say. I literally just chopped down one tree and came back to my house. Why am I doing that? Okay, anyways. Let's just go hunt for animals. So, I don't have my own modern laptop. Yes, I'm 13. I probably should have my own laptop, because at this point, like with coronavirus, like with the online learning, I'm tired of using my mom's laptop, or if I'm at grandma's house, I'd use my grandma's laptop, and my grandma's laptop's slow. And that's like the only computer in her house. So it's like, okay, yeah, that kind of sucks. So I just have to use my relatives' laptops for online learning, and it's like, I don't want to do that. I want my independence, and I need my own laptop. So I literally, like a month ago, I literally almost pulled the trigger on, well, I almost, like literally almost bought a Windows 10 laptop. But now that I know about, and I'll tell you why I didn't buy that laptop, because if I wouldn't, I'll tell you what I found out. But if I wouldn't have known that, I would have bought the laptop. So what I'm going to tell you is what I found out right before I bought that laptop is that I'm just going to go to bed. Right before I bought that laptop, I found out that, can you just get out of my bed? No, I don't want to trade with you. I found out that, if you have a Windows 10 computer, or really any computer, any Windows computer, literally any Windows computer, if you have one of those, most people have Windows 10 computers. So if you have a Windows 10 computer, Microsoft announced that you cannot update from Windows 10 straight to a Windows 10X. You can't update. And I'm like, Microsoft, you're stupid for doing that. But I'll tell you why they did that. It's straight up just to make more money. Because they want you to buy a new PC if you want Windows 10X. They're giving you the only option to get Windows 10X is to buy a new PC. So I'm like, okay, good thing I didn't buy that laptop, because I want a device with Windows 10X. Because what I was planning to do is just buy that laptop now and use it until Windows 10X comes out and just update to Windows 10X. Well, now that I found that out, I'm like, well, Microsoft, you're just dumb. I mean, no offense, Microsoft, but that was a dumb decision. Straight up a dumb decision. Because all those people, like, pretty much everyone right now that has a Windows computer, all those computers, like billions of computers, will just go obsolete eventually. And that's just a complete waste of money for your customer. So, like, eventually, they're just stuck with Windows 10. And eventually, Windows 10 is going down. It's going to go out of support, and it's going to get viruses on it once it goes out of support. So it's like, that's stupid. So, and Windows 10X is specifically for dual screen devices, which is what the Surface Neo is. But I have to go.